I have 6 really sad potatoes. I'm going to peel them up. If there's any green, I know this is controversial, but I just take it off. You do what you want to do in your house. And I am going to cut these up into cubes and air fry them. Put some salt, pepper, garlic. I don't know what other seasoning I'll put on them. And then it's Saturday morning. So, well, it's almost Saturday afternoon. I'm going to have brunch. So I'm going to have potatoes, eggs, not sure what else. I plan on cooking up a Tuscan white bean soup today and some chicken and sides. So whatever's left from these potatoes, I definitely won't eat all of them, will go with the chicken for tonight. So in here there are potatoes, a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika, cumin, Italian seasoning, and I still need to add garlic powder, and that will be going in the air fryer. Here are the potatoes all cooked. I already took some for my breakfast. And these will be for dinner. Look out my kitchen window. Here is where the new kitchen will be. So I am loosely following a recipe for a Tuscan white bean soup. Yes, I know my counter is a mess. Here, let me take you over and show you. So I am working with the time and energy that I have. I did dishes, I'm doing laundry. Haven't gotten to cleaning off the counter yet. But here we go. Tuscan white bean soup for Saturday lunch. I think it's like 2 o'clock. I thought I had more of these cannellini beans, but I guess I only have 1 can. But that'll be fine. It'll still be a nice brothy soup. So I have homegrown oregano, some Italian seasoning, homegrown thyme, bacon fat to cook everything up in, garden carrots that I still have, some homemade turkey stock. I have to wait for that to thaw a little, and I just pop it in the microwave or run it under some water. 2 onions, 4 cloves of garlic, tomato paste, crushed red pepper flakes, bay leaves. I don't have any celery, but I have this celery from the garden that was frozen, so I'll use that. And then it said kale. I have this kale Swiss chard mix. I have 2 little bags of it. It's starting to get freezer burnt because the vacuum sealing did not work very well, so I'll use that. And I think that's it for the soup. If I throw anything else in, I'll let you know. Oh, and salt and pepper. So I'm going to start by sauteing the onion in my Dutch oven in a little bit of bacon fat. And then we'll just try to keep going with this recipe, get it done. I have a little bit of this wine that's been in my fridge for a long time. It's actually very good. I just haven't gotten to it. So I might use some of this to deglaze the pan, and it'll be delicious. So I did end up adding a little bit of the wine in here just to deglaze the pan a little and add some flavor. I'm going to let that cook off and then add my spices, tomato paste, cannellini beans, stock. What does it say to add at the end? It says to add the kale at the end. I kind of like mine to break down a little bit, so we'll see when I end up adding that. So I just ran the container under water and put the whole brick of frozen turkey stock in here, and I'm just going to put the lid on and let it melt. And the only thing other than letting this just cook for a little while that I need to do is when it's almost done, I'm going to put my immersion blender in it and blend it up a little so it gets a little bit creamy, and then add the kale in and let it cook a little longer. Because I didn't have the full amount of beans, my soup wasn't as creamy when I blended it up, so I added some of this evaporated milk. I need to use it up by February 14th. So I have a few of these in the cabinet, and I think I used about 1/3 to 1/2 of this. Here's the soup. It's pretty good, nice and warm on this cold day, and it'll be great for lunches. Sunday, January 22nd. Today's goal is to go grocery shopping and to start putting stuff that's in the kitchen that we're not currently using into tote bins so that we can move our hutch into a different room. We also need to go through and just donate a bunch of stuff. So hopefully we can get some of that done today. But here is my meal plan. It's been hard to stick to meal plans lately. Last week I did a pretty good job. But I am going to show you what I'm thinking for this week. Oh, with a helper. Alright, so we have leftover chicken with like roasted potatoes and sauteed mixed vegetables. I didn't show you all of that yesterday, but that's what I ended up making. That was probably on the last video that you saw. And then I have a Tuscan white bean soup that I made yesterday as well. Today I'm going to put a beef roast. It's still pretty frozen, but I plan to put a beef roast in the crock pot and do it kind of Italian style. I usually do it with like the pepperoncinis and the Italian seasoning and everything. I have a little bit different ingredients, but it'll work. Mashed potatoes and broccoli. I'm going to go to my deep freezer and grab the last lasagna that I have made. That's super easy. These are a lot of really easy meals, just trying to keep things as simple as possible. I got some romaine lettuce on sale, so we're going to be doing steak. I think steak. I also have turkey tips that I could make, but I think it's going to be a steak Caesar salad, and I need to make Kate from Venison for Dinner's Caesar salad dressing. That's really good and easy, and it makes a lot. I bought that chicken, like, I think you just saw it, like an easy pre-done chicken bulgogi or chicken, Korean chicken roll. So I'm going to make Korean chicken rice bowls. And then for snacks, I'm actually going to cut up some veggies and make like a ranch yogurt dip, and we can have that for snacks. So that's my plan for this week. If I have to switch anything out, I'll be sure to show you. But hopefully this will help use up stuff we already have in the house. But I do have a pretty big grocery list. Things are getting kind of low. So, not like super low, but we don't have any produce really. Except for, oh, I need to use up zucchini. Where can I use up zucchini? Maybe tonight I'll saute up the zucchini so that it can get used up. So, alright, sauteed zucchini. And I will make the sauteed zucchini and the broccoli, and that will just be a nice amount of leftovers. And maybe that'll make it so I don't have to cook for a few days. We'll see. And if we don't end up making all of this, it'll carry over until next week. I am making my Italian crock-pot beef with a lot of modifications. It'll still come out fine. So it's supposed to be a chuck roast. I have this top round roast that I got for $2.99 a pound, so that's what I'll be using. As soon as it thaws enough for me to get it out of the package, I am going to start it frozen and it'll be fine. It says beer or broth. I have these beef bouillon cubes. They're just made of salt, so they should be fine, but they are definitely very old. So I'm going to use that because I don't have anything else. It says Italian seasoning mix. I've substituted ranch before. I have this ranch that needs to be used up this year, and it's quite full. Then it says, wherever it says pepperoncinis, 12-ounce jar of pepperoncini peppers with liquid. I don't have that. I have the brine from this garden vegetables that was pickled, and I have the brine from a bunch of jalapenos that I've been collecting. So it won't have the pepperoncini peppers in it, but it will have the same flavor. And then I have homegrown oregano. I have some homegrown garlic left, but it's starting to sprout, so we'll use that. This is homegrown thyme and red pepper flakes. So it should still taste really good. It's just a little bit different, but it uses up what I have. So I put 3 tablespoons of the ranch, which is the equivalent of 1 packet. I put some of that pickled liquid in there. And then I dissolved the bouillon, 12 ounces of water in the bouillon, and I'm adding that. There it is, ready to go, and it'll cook on low until it's shreddable. Usually from frozen it's like 10 hours. We'll see how it goes. to go with dinner tonight, I had these frozen mashed potatoes and still in my freezer from Trader Joe's. I am roasting up some broccoli that I'll put like the lemon juice and Parmesan on it. It has salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and some zucchini that has salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning, and both of these have been tossed in olive oil. And here's dinner. I put my meat with some of the juice on top of my mashed potatoes and my veggies on the side. So my stove is really messy, but this is real life, and I'm going to show you this anyways. It is Tuesday, January 24th, and I picked this up when I was using a coupon at Hannaford. I had like a certain amount off any order. And I thought this would be a fast meal for this week, and it would help me use up some of my rice. So I'm making this Korean barbecue style chicken. I tasted it. It's actually really good. You just heat up the chicken, add the sauce, and saute it for a few minutes. And this will help to use up some of this sushi rice. I have tons of sushi rice that I got, I don't know, for 75 cents a bag or something. And now I have to figure out what to do with it. And I have not made sushi, but it makes a great bowl. It's like nice sticky rice, so there's that. And then I'm going to cook up some peas because it's a fast veggie that I had in my freezer. And I had broccoli, and I was going to do the broccoli with it, but we just had broccoli 2 nights ago, so we'll do the peas. And I'm just going to make little rice bowls. And I have, I mean, if we wanted to put like sour cream on it, or sauce, some kind of sauce, or hot sauce. I might have a little side of sauerkraut because I do it for my gut and I like the flavor. But that is what I'm making tonight. Kevin's prepared meat. The ingredients are actually pretty clean, and it's actually really tasty. I would do that again if I was in a pinch. It doesn't make a ton, but for 2 people, it's perfect. So here's my little rice bowl, and I took out some hot sauce and some sauerkraut, and it will be delicious. It is Wednesday, the 25th of January, and I just made some more, I don't know if I showed this, but this weekend I made some ranch dip using a little bit of sour cream and some Greek yogurt and this ranch seasoning container that is kind of getting hard and crusty and hard to scoop out, but it's not expired yet. I just want to use it up because it is caking. So I made more of this ranch dip because we've been snacking on this. And I cut up some more veggies. And this will get us through the rest of the week, hopefully. I do have more celery and carrots I can cut up if we need it. For Wednesday night dinner, I cooked up this lasagna. It's a freezer meal that I made in November. And it has hot Italian sausage on top. It kind of got a little burnt around the edges, but it'll be just fine. And that's our easy meal, and it'll be leftovers for a while. Today's dinner is a special treat. My husband is home early. Ignore the ring from the coffee. I need to wipe that. We are having Caesar salads. The lettuce is already looking a little sad. Didn't last that long, but I have romaine lettuce, gluten-free croutons, Kate from Venison for Dinners, homemade Caesar salad dressing. We love this. We've been making it. It's super easy. And then I have steak going in the air fryer, and I will put that in my salad when it's done. But we also have Parmesan cheese. Here's the steak out of the air fryer, and this is the seasoning that we're trying to use up. It's very good, but this grinder does not work well. And I've tried to get the top off so I could put this in something else, and I just can't get it off. So, trying to use that up. Once this rests a little while, we'll cut it up and have steak Caesar salad. And there's my salad.